Hey guys, Mark Leacock here, just showing you how to link Microsoft Access to MySQL server. Here we are using the WAMP server to connect to Microsoft Access. So first off, you need to download the WAMP server, either 32-bit or 64-bit, whichever one suits your machine. This is the first requirement needed for the process. The second requirement is you're going to Google ODBC connector. This ODBC connector driver is the linkage between the WAMP server and the Microsoft Access in order to share information. Here you would also download 64-bit or 32-bit according to the machine that you're using. When you download that, you will install both of them, and after that process you will be able to use it. For my sake, I already installed both of them, so my WAMP server here is already online, as you can see. And now all you want to do is go to phpMyAdmin. When you open phpMyAdmin, here is where you create all your databases and create the tables within the database, whatever you want to do. This is where the server is. So you're going to create a database. I'm going to call it Access. I'm going to call it Access Mark, and I'm going to create. They're going to see the database come up at the side here. This is all the databases that are created. So when I open the database, they're going to ask me to create a table. So I'm going to create a table user 1. Columns, I'm going to put 4 columns. Don't need all of that. So then I'm going to enter the field, first name, F name, last name, address, contact. I'm going to change all to text. I'm going to put specifying no lengths or no values so the person can enter whatever they want. Length and value are used for restriction. Save the table. Right, as you can see the table here now, the table is empty. User 1 is now created under the database called Access Mark. Now what we want to do is open Microsoft Access. So we're going to open Microsoft Access. First of all, we're going to open Microsoft Access in administrator mode, because we want to access some stuff that has restrictions on it. So if you run it as normal mode, you won't be able to change the settings that you want to change, which is to put the linkage as system and not a user. I will show you what I'm talking about in a bit. So open as run administrator. Waiting for this to open here now. While it's opening, right? So we're gonna call this database here. We're gonna call it Mark 1. We're gonna create the database. When the database is created, waiting for it to load. This thing is taking long. It's taking a little while to load up. I don't know why, but yes. We're gonna close the table, and we're gonna click on sorry about that. We're gonna click on external data, and we're gonna click ODBC. We're gonna link to the data source by creating a link table, which is what we created at user 1. We're gonna click OK. Don't know why Microsoft Access is taking a little while. So we're gonna go to machine data source, and we're gonna click new. And here's what I was talking about with the user data and the system data. If we didn't run in administrator mode, we'll never be able to choose system and but only user. But in this case, you want the system to access the data, not the user alone, the whole system. So we click next. We're going to look for the ODBC driver. We're going to click on the ODBC driver. This is what will link the information between the WAMP server and Microsoft Access. So we're going to click next. We're going to click finish. And we're going to give the data source a name. So we're going to give this name. What name can we give it? We're going to give it let's see, network. Not going to give it no description. The IP server and TCP server will be localhost, and the user will be root. This is so because you want to access the localhost information, which is all the database, and the user, which is root, to access all the databases here. If I didn't have root, if I remove localhost and root, the front is all you would see is the default databases from the WAMP server. So I have to put localhost and the user as root. And now you can see the database that we created, which was access mark. We're going to click OK. You see in here network. We're going to click network. We're going to click OK. User 1 was the table that we created. Yes, okay. First name, last name, address, contact. Okay. We're going to see user 1 come up here. I don't know why is this coming up, but hold on. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Right, so now had a little glitch there in the system. So now user 1 can enter first name Mark, last name Leacock, username, where's my username, MKL, and a contact, blah blah blah, and I can click save. And then when I go back to the local host and I open user 1, I can see the user that was created here. See, first name Mark, last name Leacock, username MKL, blah 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 number. And if I delete, if I go back to here and I add the next one, John Doe, yeah, 888, and I save that. When I go back to localhost, supposed to see when I refresh it, continue, it's supposed to see the both names there, and it's here. And if I select this name and I delete this name, remove, yes, I really want to remove it in access, it's supposed to be deleted automatically. And that there is the end of my video. This is showing you how to link Microsoft Access to MySQL server, and thank you for watching.